Okay, guys, so if you don't know, there's a recent woman who went out and defaced the Black Lives mural in New York. We're going to roll the tape. You're going to get to see it. And then after, I'm going to come back on the other side with my commentary. So let's go. Here we go.
Black Lives Matter, right? For the black people. This for the black people. They destroying businesses for black people. They're looting for black people. They do it for black people, right? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. But you want to defund the police for black people. You're lying. No, we're not standing with Black Lives Matter. We want our police. Refund our police. Refund our police. Y'all don't care about black lives. Y'all don't care about black lives. Refund the police. Refund the police. They say Black Lives Matter. They say Black Lives Matter, right? They say Black Lives Matter. Oh, they don't care about black lives. They don't care about black lives. They don't care. 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 Refund the police. Refund the police. Refund the police. Refund the police. They don't care about black lives. They lie. They liars. They're liars. They say they care about black lives, and they're saying to defund the police. All for the sake of black people. The Blasio doesn't care about black people. The Blasio doesn't care. Refund the police. Refund the police. Refund the police. Refund the police. Fuck you. Refund the police. You devil. You devil. Refund the police. 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 Jesus matters. Jesus matters. We will never support Black Lives Matter. We will never support it. 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 We will
Need some puff.
When they're killing each other. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? They don't care. They don't care about black people. Susan, get your keys. Get your keys. They're not mine. They don't care about black people. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Bill de Blasio doesn't care about black people. I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up. They don't care about black people. They can kill that demon. They can kill that.
Black Lives Matter is a demon. It's the devil. It's destroying this nation. It has to go. It has to be out there allowing them to go. They want to arrest us.
They want to give
Look at this hypocrite right here. Look at this hypocrite right here.
Kill each other. We're dying in the streets. We're dying in the streets. We're dying in the streets. And they talking about Black Lives Matter. We're dying in the streets. They don't care about black people. They don't care. They don't care. Bill de Blasio's a devil. They don't care. 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 I got it. Liars. 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 In the name of Jesus. Jesus matters. Black lives don't matter until Jesus matters. Jesus matters. Jesus matters. Jesus matters. Stand up. Take your country back. Amen. Take your country back. Amen. We're dying left and right. They're going to kill us. Take your country back. Take your country back. Take your country back. Take the USA back. Take it back. Take it back. Take your country.
Okay, so that's the video. And that was so funny because you know the cops wanted her to mess that shit up. They wanted her to mess it up enough before they put the cuffs on her. I swear to God, at one stage, even one of the police was even doing some roly-poly on the paint. You know, you had this fat policeman who was, where is it? Let's go back. Let's check it out. Wait, look at him.
Refund the police. They don't care about black lives.
Look at him. Look at the fat guy. He's not holding her back. The police is loving it. The police is loving it. Look, one guy gonna fall down and roll. Look, he's gonna fall on it and roll and mess up the mural. Watch it. Well, watch this policeman. He's spreading the paint. Oh my God, this was funny. This was funny, and then she be like, "Black lives is the devil." All right. So I just want to get into a few things. I think the thing with the Black Lives Matter organization is now it's very obvious to the world that this is not a black people's movement. This is the most ironic movement that has happened for black people, and if anything, I think black people should be offended by Black Lives Matter organization. Yes, it started on a good note. They chose the right thing to fight for, but as time went on, we started to see that this is not for us. Some people already knew it, but I think it became very obvious that this was a democratic organization attempt to make Trump as the racist. So when you say Black Lives Matter, to me, we're talking about three things, okay? The first one is the organization that is here to put out some of these off-key democratic views. You have the elites that are controlling it, the George Soros, whatever, the Antifa people, the LGBT community, and they're here to project this perspective of Black Lives Matter and then use black people as the scapegoats. But I think at some point black people started realizing this shit and started ejecting themselves from the riots and the protests. So now when you go out, you see majority white people there, from the Antifa organizations and what have you. Then I think there's the second aspect of Black Lives Matter, which is the sentiment of Black Lives Matter, where black people are going to the establishment and saying, hey, we are important. You can't just kill us. You can't just abuse us. You can't just, miseducate our children. You can't just keep locking us up like rats. You can't just keep canceling us from jobs or our success stories, or when someone gets big, then they have all these cases being put on them for every single thing that they do. Black Lives Matter. So this is us going to the government. It's never even really been a race relationship struggle. It's always been the African Americans, black people versus the government. If you think about it, it was going on under Obama. It's been African Americans versus the police. There has never been a protest that kicked off because some random white person, which didn't happen so much, attacked a black person. It's always been against the police. So it was never black people saying, hey, white people, we're not happy with you. It was black people saying, government, we're not happy with you. So that's the general origin of the Black Lives Matter sentiment. I think every sane person should sympathize with that. Then, well, except for the police. Then you've got the Black Lives Matter from the perspective that nationalist whites and racist whites, and I call them racist not from the perspective of people who want to inflict pain on black people, but people who want to avoid acknowledging racism. That kind of, there's the racism where someone is coming out to attack you. And then there's the racism where someone is seeing someone attacking you, but then trying to deny that someone is attacking you. Those racist. And then the white panderers. I don't want to call them black Republicans because black Republicans are smart. I'm talking about the Officer Tatums, the Anthony Brian Logans, these people that just want to make white people feel good about every bad thing that they've done. So they want to twist the objective of Black Lives Matter to say, hey, look, okay, you shouldn't be out here screaming justice for George Floyd because guess what? Somebody got killed in Chicago. So it's okay for people to be killing George Floyd and people to be killing Ahmaud Arbery because you haven't solved the issue in Chicago. That's what they want to twist Black Lives Matter to. So first of all, that puts Black people in a very confused situation because we don't have nobody speaking for the Black community. And even if we do have anybody speaking for the Black community, unfortunately, they're not popular enough. Okay. You have everyone here who wants to come and play Black people. Everyone wants to play Black people. The only person who's not playing Black people is Trump. He's the one who's out here trying to get more jobs, open school choice for Black people, getting people out of the prisons for minor offenses, what have you. Trump is pulling out all the stops that Black people need. So don't get this twisted. I'm a Trump supporter. Do you understand what I'm saying? For Black Americans and globally, okay? But then you have this situation where you have people that want to dictate to us. They want to speak on our behalf. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, the elites, they want to tell us how to protest, when to protest. They want to put bricks down. They want to look, these statues that Black Lives Matter is pulling down. Black people never cared about those statues. Most Black people don't even know those people and what they did. I will bet you, based on the miseducation that that America is serving Black people, I will bet you 40% of people cannot tell you who Christopher Columbus was. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe that's a far one. But if not him, the others. So this is Black people just sitting down there like, yo, is this our movement? Oh shit. We're not even part of this. We're not even part of this. But what happens is we do have sentiments against police brutality. We are fed up of it. And sorry for me saying we, I'm not a Black American, but hey, look, we in Africa, we in London, we around the world are fed up of police brutality against Black people. You can double check. You don't need to come in. We've seen the evidence. We've seen the videos. We've seen officers take girls and slam their faces into the ground. We're fed up of it. We don't need to wait for someone to die. Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't need to wait for someone to die. And all we're trying to say is, hey, look, okay, just do right by us. Just do right by us. I mean, we're not even getting into the conspiracy theories, how you've organized a system that's criminalizing us in the first place. We're just going for the fact that this is horrific and people around the world see this. Everyone knows it is not right. All right. But then you're going to have these white nationalists who are going to come up and they're going to say, what about Black on Black crime? What about Black on Black crime? Well, the thing is, whoever said Black on Black crime, dealing with it was in opposition to dealing with justice for Black people from the system. So you have this, what about Black on Black crime? What about Black on Black crime? That's like going to somebody's funeral and then someone says, why didn't you clean your room? You going to a funeral, but you can't clean your room. Why are you going to a funeral and you don't clean your room? What has cleaning my room got to do with going to a funeral? They're two separate objectives. And that's the argument that keeps getting brought up. First of all, like I said, I'm not even getting into the conspiracies that we know that it's the police that are putting the drugs and the guns in the community, because ain't no Black man running that kind of business in America. Ain't no Black man got soldiers in Afghanistan fighting over the poppy fields for where the drugs are coming from. Ain't no Black man doing no shipping of no boats and what have you. So we're not even getting into the conspiracies yet. I'm not even bringing that one in. The bottom line is, dealing with Black on Black crime doesn't mean you cannot deal with injustice from the police. And the difference between Black on Black crime and police brutality against the Black community is Black on Black crime is something that happens between someone's personal beef. someone owes someone money, someone looked at someone the wrong way. That is not something that's happening to you because of your color. That is something that's happening to you because of your proximity. But when we talk about the police, you're talking about some kind of unfair treatment because of your color. And that's the troubling thing. Because at least I know with black on black crime, if I stay away from these areas, if I stay away from looking at someone wrong, if I stay away from doing this, that, and the third, I'll be okay. But when you see what you see that goes viral every day on the internet, the police brutality, the mistreatment of black people, I don't want to say the killings because the killings has reduced, but just that hardcore mistreatment. When you see that every day, that is because of the color of your skin. You can't avoid that. You can't avoid being black. And first of all, you don't want to avoid being black. Being black is too beautiful to want to avoid it. So I always tell people this. Next time you're doing something for Black Lives, I don't want to say Black Lives Matter. Next time you're doing something for justice for black people, and someone comes and tells you, hey, what about black on black crime? You just say, oh yeah, good. I'm going to their rally next week. Do you want to join me? And see what they say. What can you say? That is an argument stopper. They come and say, hey, what about black on black crime? Say, yeah, we got to do something about it. I'm going to their rally next week, or I'm going to write a post about it. Do you want to join me? You've killed their argument right there and then. Because what they're trying to indicate to you is that black on black crime and fighting for justice against the police or against the system or against systematic racism is some kind of opposition. So if you fight for justice against the police, that means you don't care about black on black crime. So when you drop that, that kills their argument. That's for the white people. For the black people, for the Brian Logans, for the Officer Tatums, for the new white panderer, the young white panderer, Joel Patrick, they're all white panderers. We don't call them black Republicans. Don't get that twisted. There's nothing in the Republican manifesto that says you have to hate your skin color. They are not black Republicans. They're white panderers. They spend 80% of their lives on YouTube talking about how white people are right in every situation where they've confronted a black person. That's all they do. Their whole objective is to tell white people you're not racist. Now, I'm not saying they're not right in some videos. Of course, some videos they're right. Hey, look, if you have a child and he's a bit, not always acting right, you can smack him up every now and then. But if you're smacking him up every day, despite the good things that he does, or despite the times that he was in the right in a conflict and you still smacking him up, then you've got a different agenda than to raise your child well. These people don't have an agenda for the black community. They have an agenda for their lives with their white wives and the money they want to make. You listen to their shows, it's white people that's calling them throughout. They're selling merch everywhere. They're selling t-shirts. They're selling baseball caps. They're running a business of white people who want to see black people sell their people out. That's what they're doing. They're not black Republicans. Yes, they share the sentiments of the black Republican Party, of the Republican Party, but they're more than that. They have an objective more than being black Republicans. For those people, when they raise this issue of black on black crime and that why are you fighting for justice against the police? Someone got shot in Chicago. Ask them, aren't you a black person? Can't you go and start that movement against black on black crime? Like, who gave you the special powers to exempt yourself from being a black person? If you care about it so much, you with your 1 million subscribers, you're bragging about millionaires and billionaires who are contacting you, why haven't you done shit? Don't you come and raise black on black crime to me when I'm fighting for justice for our people against the police, when you are not using your YouTube platform to do shit. That's the killer. I'm not a fan of Don Lemon, but let's face it, Don Lemon killed Terry Crews. Terry Crews was out there like, yo, let's not turn Black Lives Matter to Black Lives Better. Cool, no problem. I'm in cahoots with any person who is opposed to Black Lives Matter for the reason that they believe it's the Democratic Party trying to take advantage of Black people's problems to remove Trump out of office. If you come and you say that's why you're opposed to Black Lives Matter, I'm with you, fist bump. If you come and you say you're opposed to Black Lives Matter because there's black on black crime, so we should forget about systematic racism and go home and then deal with that, then you're an idiot. Because dealing with one of those things doesn't mean you can't deal with the other. And those are things that are going to benefit you and your children in the long run. So if you are so sentimental, or you are so caught up, or you are so into black on black crime, then why don't you do shit about it? And that's what Don Lemon raised when he was talking. And that was a good point. That was a good point. In my life, I've been involved in activism from top to bottom. From top to bottom. And I always try to get people involved in what I do. But if they have another way to get involved in how they see fit, I'm like, go for it. When you're involved in activism, one thing you're going to do is you're going to rub shoulders with so many groups. You're going to rub shoulders with people who are against the food industry, the GMOs. You're going to rub shoulders against people who want climate change. Maybe you're marching against the government on one particular reason, and you're going to meet people who want to deal with injustice so many different ways. You can't have everyone fight your cause. So if someone wants to fight against police brutality because it's something wrong and it's going on in the world, and you believe black on black crime is a more pressing issue, you, Mr. Terry Crews, with your celebrity status and everything, who you will never talk about black on black crime until you hear someone talk about justice for black people. How stupid is that? How stupid is that, Mr. Tatum? That you guys won't use your platform. You'll stand from afar. You'll stand from afar and insult black people and say, you black people are stupid. You don't do nothing about black on black crime, and a baby got shot and a kid got shot. We stupid. I'm ashamed to let white people know that I'm a black person. This is Officer Tatum's words. This is Officer Tatum's words. Yet, all that time that you've been trying to challenge justice for black people against systematic racism, you could have used your platform to start something against black on black crime. I mean, it's not like black on black crime exists because it's black people. It's not like someone doing a drive-by is going out on the street like, yeah, no, I gotta shoot this person just because he's black. There's a lot of ignorance, but it's not because of the skin color. So you just gotta tell, if next time you fighting for justice against the system, and one of these white panderists try to tell you, don't disturb the white people, go and deal with black on black crime, you tell them, if you care about it so much, start something, here's my number and call me. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't take care of it. I'm not saying we shouldn't look into it. I'm not saying, but people been looking into it. There's no black organization that hasn't been dealing with black on black crime. If you want to look at the Al-Qaeda movement and what they've been doing and getting brothers off the streets, if you want to look at the Uhuru movement that has been at the forefront of a lot of this, I don't know if that organization still exists. Its headquarters is in Florida. If you want to look at the Nation of Islam, black people been dealing with black on black crime. So don't wake up and say because we want to deal with also another pressing issue, that means that for some reason we're neglecting the black on black crime. What was it? The 100 black men movement or something? 300 black men movement? Something that caught some fire when Obama was in office. So black people been doing that. But you're just raising it because you want to defend white people. You want to make white people feel good. That's why you got little kids. I call them the ABC kid, Joel Patrick. I call him the ABC kid. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I do these videos off the top. I don't edit nothing. As the video is playing, I'm watching it with you. You know, I don't really have much time to do all this editing stuff. I can do it, but I don't have time to do it. So I just do these videos. I talk straight off the dome, no pause, no edit, no nothing, and I upload it, you know. But yeah, that's the woman, and that's my thoughts on Black Lives Matter. When it comes to defunding the police, I always say like I'm stuck on that one because boy, we personally I believe the criminals and the criminal culture is instigated by the police, you know. But that I think that deserves another video because this has gone on too long. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna keep coming at these white panderers because I don't want people to start to feel like their perception or their involvement with the Republican Party means that that's the perception you need to take if you're a black person and you want to support Trump or you want to be a Republican or a black Republican. Be smarter than that. Yes, there is racism. Yes, there is institutionalized racism. Yes, Black Lives Matter has been hijacked. It doesn't mean that you should not stand up for your people when you can. And that goes for white people too. If you see injustice, you can speak out, whether you're a Republican or Democrat. Don't take this road where you want to just shut down racism. If you saw my first video dealing with Candace Owens and Officer Tatum, I said I was just going to make one video and just let people know that you don't have to share the same views as them. I was going to make one video and shut it down. I continue to make videos for one reason. There's a video, and that might be my next video. There's a video of white people trying to hang a black person. I'm sure you've probably all seen this by now. If not, probably my next video, I might do something on it. White people are out there trying to hang a black man, right? And a few other black people managed to stop them from hanging this black man. And the people who are trying to hang him were insulting the white people who stopped them from hanging him. And they insulted them with the words, "You fucking liberals." And the moment that happened, because I had made up my mind I wasn't going to continue with these videos, but the moment I saw the racist man trying to hang the black man insult the white people who were getting him out of the situation by calling them liberals, the moment I saw that, the first thing that came to my head was when Officer Tatum was so quick to mock and humiliate the NASCAR driver Bubba for what he assumed someone was putting a noose out to send him a racist message. Few days later came a video where a black man was hanged on a tree, and the police or the FBI did an investigation and they said he hanged himself. And Officer Tatum was quick to like cheer that, to say, you see, there's no racism, the black man hanged himself because the FBI said it. The same FBI that you want to call corrupt because they're fucking with Trump, but yet when they fuck with black people, you automatically want to believe that. And I said, those guys who are trying to hang the black man, right now, somewhere on the internet, they're watching videos by people like Candace Owens. They're watching videos by people like Officer Tatum. And they're feeling good within themselves because no matter what they do, the forefront of black people who are speaking on the net right now for Republicans are defending their actions. And I said, shit, I don't care if I get 3 views, if I get 5 views, if I get 6 views a video, I'm gonna drop the truth. Because when you drop the truth, the truth will spread itself. I might drop the truth and only 2 people might listen to it. But those 2 people that listen to it, they're going to reciprocate it. They might reciprocate it to someone in their college. That person might reciprocate it to someone in his family. That person might reciprocate it in a rap song. That rap song might hit 500 people and you change perception. So I've never been afraid to. I was supporting Trump in 2015, and you should see the people that were thinking I was crazy as a black man. I was supporting Trump before these guys hopped on the Trump train, before the Diamond and Silk were making noise about the Trump train. Shit, I was watching Hannity when Hannity was Hannity and Combs. Candace Owens and Tatum don't know about that shit. Brian Logan don't know about that shit. When Hannity was Hannity and Combs. Go Google Hannity and Combs and see how long ago that was. So what I'm trying to say is, don't lose your focus. Don't feel you have to undermine black people. Like, black people, we've been looking for a way out of our situation for years. And every time something new comes out, we want to ride it because we think that's the thing that might work. Let me tell you this, if you start hating yourself and pandering to racist white people, if you think that's the solution, you're going to bump your head a couple of times and realize, oh shit, I'm going in the wrong direction. So anyways, I've gone a bit off course. That's the black woman defacing the BLM mural. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I think she was a little bit crazy when she starts talking that Christian stuff. But I've gone too much. I don't really care. I just freestyle these videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one.